Hey guys, this is Kathy from Looper Family Farm. Been a while since I've done a video. Thought I'd let you see what I'm doing today. As you can see right through here, I have marked me off a 30-inch bed, and this is 50 foot long. I've done raked it out and marked it off with my string so that I stay in my lines, because I'm terrible about lines. But today I am going to start planting our big candy onions. First, I'm going to plant our Southern Belle Red. I get my onions from Dixondale Farms. I also grow some from seed. These are the ones that I ordered. I can't remember when I ordered them. Totally forgot the date they were coming, but they came last week. But it was really cold and rainy. So today's nice and in the 50s, and it's beautiful out here, so I thought I'd go ahead and get these in the ground and then see if I can't get the white ones. There's a lot more white than there is red. So I'm going to get them in the ground, and I'll bring you back when I'm done to let you see what I've done so far. I got 250 of those big red onions planted, and in the rest of this row I do not have enough room to plant my big yellow onions because I have like 5 times the amount of yellow as I do red. So in the rest of this row I have, all of these are white onions bulbs, and these are yellow onion bulbs. So I'm going to start planting these here till I run out of room. Then I'll make another bed, give an 18-inch walkway, make another 30-inch bed, and plant my big yellow onions. It's a lot of onions, I know. You all are probably thinking, what in the heck do you need that many onions for? But it's not only me and my husband. We have 3 girls. 2 are already married. 1 is getting married in June. And they're going to want some vegetables out of Mama's garden. So Mama will make sure she plants plenty for everybody. So I'm going to get these started, and we'll see where we get to. Okay guys, I got the white onions bulbs planted. Now we're going to start, see if I can get, we have from here down to there, which that don't seem like a lot to me, but hopefully it's enough room to get all of these planted. We'll see. I'll be back when I get them done, then I'll show you my row, and then we're going to make another row next to it and see if we can't get our yellow, what are they called? Something Texas onions planted. I'll tell you the name when I get up there to them. They're up there in a basket. But let me get to this and I'll get back to you. Hey guys, I'm back. It's the next day. I am going to mark off my new bed here next to the onions that I planted yesterday. And then I'm going to get all of my yellow onions in the ground. And then if I still have enough energy and time, I'm going to plant me some potatoes. Make another 2 beds probably and plant some potatoes. Whew. We gotta get my hair up. It's getting on my nerves already. Can't stand for my hair to be flying in my eyeballs. The onions we're planting today come from Dixondale Farms, and they're called Texas Legend. So we're gonna get those planted. Let me get this bed marked off, and then I'll get my rake and rake it out, because my garden's been tilled this way, but I'm making my beds this way this year. That way they'll be shorter and easier for me to handle. Okay guys, I got my bed marked off. It doesn't seem like a very wide aisleway, but my tiller is only like this big width. It's very small little tiller. Sometimes it's more than I can handle, but I might put cardboard down in the aisleways to help me suppress the weeds. And then of course the rest of it's going to have ground fabric, so that's not going to be no big deal. I'm gonna get my rake and I'm gonna rake this out and smooth it out some. My husband's much better at this than I am, but he works a full-time job, more than full-time. And this is really my passion, nobody else's, so I should be the one putting most of the work in. So I'm gonna get that done, and then we'll come back and we'll start planting the rest of our onions. Onions, you're really supposed to plant them 6 to 8 weeks before your last frost date. Our last frost date is supposed to be April 15th. I've seen it as late as April 24th, but they changed our zone. We used to be, I can't remember if we're now 6B or 7A. I don't really go by our zone as much as I do because I keep up with the temperatures. That's the best advice I can give you. If you're a new gardener, write down the lows, and when you have a hard freeze or a hard frost, and then you can come back and check it the next year and give you an idea. If you have a late frost, you know, be careful with them tender plants. But I'm gonna go down here and get my rake. Let me get this raked. Okay guys, I got this bed. Whew. Sorry, that wore me out. I got this bed raked out. Looks good right now. You can't see it. Let's get you closer. Look how pretty that looks. My neighbor, Charles, is actually the one who come and tilled this off for me last year. Or he did it last year too, but he did it last week. It's a little wet, but I like getting started as soon as I can. And he's nice enough to come over here and do this for me. Oh, well, let me get these onions, show you what they look like. When you order onions from Dixondale Farms, they come in bundles. The bundles say anywhere from 50 to 75 to a bundle. I'm here to tell you there's more than 50. They come like this right here. And this is facing this way because of the way I had them laying down and they was reaching the light. But it'll perk back up and straighten right up. But you just lay these out. Don't leave them in a bundle because they can mold. But we're going to plant these. I plant mine 4 inches apart. I'm sure there's people will tell you, no, you need to do this, you need to do that. That's just how I do it. Do what works for you. Don't think you have to do everything the way everybody else does. You do what works for you. But I want to get these started, and I'll come back after I get them done. Okay guys, I got all of my Texas Legend onions planted, and I still have some room in this bed right here, so I thought I would go ahead and plant some Yukon Gold potatoes because I don't plant as many as them as I do everything else. So to finish filling this row up, I'm going to go ahead and plant those. I'm going to dig me a trench down the middle of it and throw my potatoes in there. I've already took my potatoes up here where you can see them and cut them to where they have their eyes on them, and they've set out for, these have probably been laying out for a week on cardboard. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these planted in the ground. Let me go ahead and dig my trench first, and then I'll show you how I plant them. I'm just gonna dig me a trench because later on I'll come through and throw me some hay or straw or something on top of them. Be right back. Okay, I got my ditch dug. Now I'm gonna go through here and drop my potatoes in the ground, and then I'll cover them up. And that'll have 2 rows done in this garden bed. And when you plant potatoes, you're supposed to plant with the eyes up. But I'm just gonna tell you, doesn't really matter. They're still gonna come up the way they're supposed to. But they say if you want better results, plant them with the eyes coming up. Just thought I'd let you know that. Okay, I still have that many more potatoes left. So I might just take them to my nanny and see if she wants to plant them in her little raised bed. She said she wasn't planting much this year, but I guarantee you if I take them, she'll plant them. Let me get my rake. Woo! Okay, now just going to rake the dirt that I took out back onto them, and these potatoes will be ready. Okay, there we go. Our potatoes, well, our first variety of potatoes are planted. And I know some of you are probably thinking, what if you get a frost? It's too early to plant these. Potatoes can actually take a frost or two. Even if they die back, they will come back. There's no harm to them. So, beginning of March is perfectly fine to plant your potatoes. Well, thank you for joining me today. I don't know what else I'm going to get into today, but if I do anything exciting, I'll bring you along. Thank you for stopping by and for watching my video. Please like and subscribe and share. Thank you.